Hello and welcome to Thursday. It's pretty late. Technically, it's very, very late once again. I've been doing this pretty often recently, but to each their own. Woke up kind of late-ish this morning. I know my alarm is set off to go at 6, and I've just been blatantly ignoring that in favor of sleeping in because I'm staying up so late, but we'll hopefully get that back on track in the coming days. Um, but that kind of leads me into the next thing. Um, I talked about the resolutions and whatnot yesterday. Happy February, by the way. And today would be me trying to make good on those promises. Two of the big things that I wanted to keep up with and reignite would be listening to music and writing in this techo. Techo I did write in today, and we're just going to pick up from where we left off and keep doing how we were doing. The next thing would be listening to music. I'm still working on that album day project that I started back last year, so hopefully that goes well. Um, Hopefully I can be consistent with it and catch up on previous albums that I've neglected to listen to. It occurs to me that the whole ephemera kind of thing, if I don't write in this for a day, don't let it get to me. Just try and pick up the next day. And if I can't write 2 days in a row, pick up the next day. Don't let it eat away at me and just keep on grinding. If you miss a day, it's fine. Don't let it disturb you. That's the big thing for me that I've been struggling with, and it's hard. Like being consistent, because you miss one day, you're like, damn. Well, it's hard to like continue after missing a day, but that's not gonna stop me now. It's all about the grinding and the hustle, and I'm gonna hopefully focus on that. Around like 11 o'clock this morning, I hit the elliptical for the first time in a couple weeks. Played some good old Pokemon Emerald, still grinding away at that, and did 5 miles. Probably gonna continue with that tomorrow, and then just keep iterating and adding more to my quote unquote workout. Um, and then this afternoon, I definitely want to start cutting back on food. I've been like a solid 130 ish for the past couple of weeks, months, and trying to like fix that eating habit kind of thing would be the ideal. I know that I haven't been great. We just have trail mix that just like sits in a jar that I'm constantly restocking throughout the week. And it's so easy to just grab a handful of nuts and chocolate and berries and dried fruit rather, and be like, it's nuts and it's fruits, it's good for you, it's healthy fats, it's protein. There's a tiny bit of chocolate in there, which makes it all the better, but it's just like, something that, every time I'm like walking past, it's just a handful. Eat it, it's great. It keeps you satiated for a bit, but if that's all you're eating, it's not, it's not the best. So trying to cut back on that, and then just eating habits in general. My go-to meal for breakfast would have been just a tostada with like pickled onions or pickled jalapenos or whatever, layered with beans, a little bit of yogurt, chorizo, and hot sauce and lettuce of choice. And I'm trying to I cut back on that due to lack of me finding my chorizo um, brand after they kind of stopped selling it nearby me. So I switched to another brand like a couple December, maybe a month before that, and it's been good, treating me good, but I want to mix it up a little bit more, try and stay more on the lean protein side, and see how we go from there. It should be all right, and it should be much more manageable, and maybe just cutting down calorie intake from um, I don't know how much I was hitting, but breakfast would be like anywhere from 400 to 500 depending, and then it was a good mix of nutrients and whatnot, and then I would just snack throughout the day and just have whatever for dinner. Also clearing out the freezer and whatnot was just a priority for me. So I've been having some ice cream bars for the past couple of days. But that'll change today, and hopefully I'll be able to maintain this, pretty respectively in the coming days. The goal is to be consistent with it, and I'm not so sure how well I'll hold it up. If something happens, I can easily mix it up. I know we've got, the whole Superb Owl happening next Sunday, and then my birthday, my brother's birthday is coming up, and I'm not so sure if there's anything else on the radar at the moment, but, if stuff comes up, stuff comes up. March Plant is going to be busy, so it might shake things up a tiny bit, but we'll see how that goes. Regardless, I think that's just where I'm going to call it here for today. We've got our things set in stone for what we want to do and how we want to progress and what we're doing for the next, couple months, and, well, I'll hold myself accountable. Thank you all for watching. I hope to see you tomorrow. And until then, later.